Hey, Marty here. Welcome to the Sublime to the Ridiculous video blog edition. Before my dad sold and repaired drain snakes, he worked with his grandfather in a welding rental business. Pardon me. By the time he was 18, his major job was to get the drivers up in the morning early enough to make their runs. Most days that wasn't such a big deal, but now you've got to consider this was back before freeways, so well, today, if you need to be at Lansing at 9 o'clock, you're probably not even leaving till 7:15. But back then, if you wanted to make Lansing by 9 o'clock, you had to leave at about 4 or 4:30 in the morning. So Dad would get up, get the load ready, whatever welders, whatever equipment they were taking, and he'd have everything ready for the drivers for them to get going early in the morning. He'd even make a pot of coffee. Well, they had this one driver, I'll call him Cloyce just to give him a name, that every time it was his turn to take an early morning run, he'd stop by and get all the paperwork and get a cup of coffee and invariably say to my dad, "You got a roll to go with that?" And Dad would say, "No, I'm sorry, Cloyce, I don't." Well, after this happened 3 or 4 times, it turned out Dad had to be up at 4 o'clock one morning to get a load ready, and it was Cloyce's turn to drive. So the night before, Dad went down to the little corner store and bought a package of cinnamon rolls. So he gets up in the morning and he has coffee ready and he gets the truck loaded and he gets all the paperwork ready, and in comes Cloyce and he pours himself a cup of coffee. So him and Dad sit and chit-chat for a few minutes, and Dad has the rolls open on the table there, and Cloyce isn't touching them. So Dad thought, well, give it a minute or two, we'll keep talking, eventually he'll take one. Cloyce, after a few more minutes, didn't take one until finally Dad decided to prompt him. "Cloyce, there's some rolls there if you like." "No, Bill," he said, "I don't believe I care for any this morning." Ain't that how it goes? I don't think the old man bought Cloyce another roll the rest of his life. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, share if you don't mind. I'd really appreciate it. In the meantime, this is Marty going from the sublime to the ridiculous with coffee, but no roll.